Hey everybody, it's Michael Goldsmith here. I want to do a quick spiritual clearing with you on the issue of overwhelm. So if you'd care to join me now, I just encourage you to take a deep breath where you are. Perhaps close your eyes and just notice where your body is in this moment. Maybe just relaxing the body a bit, checking in with yourself. The process at the beginning here is just preparing yourself to be able to receive and sense the energy that's going to come through this video. So even though we're in different spaces and I'm recording this at a different time and you're listening to it, there's going to be an energetic communication between us because spirit is everywhere. And so you can look at me or you can keep your eyes closed. I'm just going to begin bringing in a sort of a spiritual energy to kind of overlight what we're doing here. So I'm beginning to facilitate that now. I'm just going to ask to bring in you into this energy right now, even though I don't know who you are. It's really okay. I'm going to ask to bring into a safe, protected space for me and for you. I'm asked to bring in all levels, layers, bodies, and minds of your spiritual energy, your higher intelligence that's going to really govern this clearing session for us, and also your guides and angels, even if you don't know who they are. I'm going to ask for an initial infinite clearing process to begin, clearing and removing 100% of all infinite varieties of blocks and interference of various kinds that can be bothering you in this moment. They can be obstructing the possibility that you'll be able to really fully release some of this spiritual energy that's beneath the sensation of overwhelm you might be having now. So again, you don't have to do anything with your mind. I just want you to breathe and just notice that energetic quality beginning to take place. Some subtle shifts. We're asking for each person to be brought to a place of 100% receptivity, openness, availability, willingness, allowing in this work today. Good. So we're asking to begin to clear the underlying programming of overwhelm, the reasons within our own soul. These can be reasons having to do with a lack of power, feeling like we don't have control or power over a situation, feeling like we don't have enough energy, enough time, enough resources to be able to accomplish what we need to accomplish. It's not to say that this clearing alone is going to make all of those things somehow magically happen, but we want to shift our own internal perspective and feeling sense. So see if as I'm talking here, you're beginning to get more of a sort of spiritual feeling sense. If you're having trouble noticing that, you may just want to feel as if when you inhale, you're inhaling the sound of my voice or the feeling or the sound of this video. You can feel a powerful movement of energy, kind of using my hands here beneath the video screen just to sort of feel into that sense of energy. We're asking to clear misalignments in the energy that we may have, preventing us from feeling plugged in to our true spiritual self and keeping us from feeling plugged in to our true power. We're asking to help to ground the energy more into our body so that we're not floating off somewhere in worry, anxiety, anticipation, projection to the future. We're asking to clear the imprints and also the mental programming, spiritual programming of stress that is contributing to that sense of overwhelm. We're asking to clear blocks to us feeling plugged into our own power, our own will, our own desire, our own sense of being lifted, always having a part of us that is feeling transcendent to a situation that we're in. We're not feeling completely confined, limited, or defined by a particular situation or challenge that we're having. We're asking for that expansion and uplift of consciousness to happen right now, so that we can have that thing that all the spiritual traditions really talk about. They talk about going to the mountaintop, right? They talk about having that experience of you're rising on wings like an eagle. You're getting a bird's eye view. You're seeing over the problem, the challenge. It's not that you're getting rid of the problem or challenge completely. You're just shifting. This work that we're doing now is about shifting your energy, shifting your perspective, so that you can work with the energy that is all around you and within you already. There's a limitless supply there that can support you, but when we have a lot of mental, emotional, physical stress, tension, get into that locked, overwhelmed sense, it's very difficult for us to access that power. Taking a breath, we're asking for a rebalancing of the energy field, all levels, layers, bodies, and minds in this moment. Clearing any programming within us that is seeking to create more overwhelm in order to create some negative egoic scenario where we believe that we have to suffer or be in pain, be in challenge, be in overwhelm more in order to prove something or justify something, or because we were programmed with this when we were a child. We're asking to clear all of that, limiting negative imprints of all kinds that are active within our brain. And we're asking to finalize this clearing. Spirit, everything else that can be cleared, that needs to be cleared in this moment, we're asking also for a balancing, a bringing down of the energy, down into the abdomen, down into the feet, down into the legs, down into the earth beneath us, so that we can really feel more centered. When we feel more centered and present in the physical body, this helps us to get out of that ungrounded, overwhelmed state. Continuing to breathe and just continue to notice the sensation of energy moving within you and around you. Don't worry if you're perhaps not noticing a lot immediately. Sometimes watching a video like this a few times or watching more of my videos, this will gradually open up the energy bodies, and sometimes there can be barriers and blocks there that may take some time to unwind. We're going to ask to seal this clearing in, clear any needs, wants, desires that we may be unconsciously running to recreate the very blocks that we have cleared in this work today. Now I invite you, everybody, to place your hands over your lower abdomen as we bring this short clearing process to a conclusion. Putting your hands over your abdomen can really help you to center and ground. Actually, it's a great technique when you're feeling overwhelmed in general. But when you've done some expansion work, like we've done in this clearing, any kind of spiritual practice, bringing your hands to right around the navel area, lower abdomen, and just even sitting there, breathing into your hands for a few minutes. This can be very, very helpful for centering. So I'll leave you on that note. If you have questions, if you want to connect with my work more, you can click below this video to my website or leave a comment, question. Happy to interact with you. See you in the next video, friends.